Broadway is undergoing a religious revival of sorts. The Book of Mormon is still playing to sell out crowds, and a revival of Jesus Christ Superstar is packing them in. And now comes Leap of Faith. Elaine Quijano tells us about the investors who took their own leap of faith on this new show.
Leap of Faith is the latest religious-themed Broadway show to squeeze its way onto an already crowded field, one that includes Book of Mormon, Sister Act, Godspell, and Jesus Christ Superstar. But this production stands alone because of the path it's taken to the Great White Way. It's being financed in part by a community of Roman Catholic priests and brothers who belong to the Passionist order. Their mission is to preach and promote prayer. CBS News faith and religion contributor Father Edward Beck is a member. He first brought the idea of investing in the show to his fellow members.
When I saw Leap of Faith in its initial stage, I thought, you know what? This is something we could get behind, that we could believe in.
It was not a hard decision for you to sign off on this?
No.
Not at all?
No.
You know, because Broadway's a risky proposition.
But we take a leap of faith.
These days, circumstances have made taking that leap more urgent. In this community, the Passionists' numbers are dwindling.
You okay, Phil?
And the costs of caring for their aging members are weighing heavily on the group's finances.
The ways in which we can be impacting people are diminishing. And so I think we need to look for creative ways outside of the box to be able to spread what we believe as good news and a message, but maybe in non-traditional ways.
The priests are hoping their $50,000 investment in the new musical can help provide them with a small boost.
No one here but me can make a miracle.
And given their mission of preaching to the masses, they have a soft spot for the show's main character, played by Raul Esparza.
There's no such thing.
I play Jonas Nightingale. He is a con man preacher who runs a revival that travels around the country and takes people's money in small towns. Very bad man.
I was going to say, he doesn't sound like a nice guy.
No, he's not.
Just like that.
But the character also confronts questions of faith.
Luck or fate or fortune.
Part of what drew the priests to the story.
Maybe it's a sign from you know.
Maybe.
That's the interesting thing about this play and his character in particular for me as a preacher is I've been there in some ways. And to see him come out of it and to see him sort of reclaim something that's always been there, I've done that too.
What if it doesn't do well? Have you allowed yourselves to think about that?
I think it's just, if it makes it great, and if it's a big flop and we lose the investment, so be it.
You have to figure out new ways to engage the world and one another, and a lot of the ways we do it are not working. We're left with empty churches and full theaters, and you figure out how to be creative, and how can you make a mistake by trying?
Elaine Quijano, CBS News, New York.
How can you make a mistake by trying? I like that sentiment. You can't be afraid.
Yeah, anytime you can challenge the conventional wisdom on Broadway or, somewhere else, maybe surprise a little bit with something some people don't expect, right?
Take a leap of faith. In life.
That's exactly right.